In a previous video, I talked about mandalas, and at the end of that video, I had given you a coupon for a certain percentage off. Well, several of you have taken advantage of that coupon and have purchased the SVGs that I offered with that video. Now, in that video, I also said that this particular design would probably be a little advanced for some beginners. And then I got to think about it. You know, if I show you the secret on how to do this, a beginner can do this. So in this video, I'm going to take you from this to this to this. And I also show you my machine cutting and me weeding this beautiful, beautiful mandala. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Susan with Blue Vinyl Stickers, and today we are going to talk about weeding lines. Now, what is a weeding line? A weeding line is a line it's a cut line that will help you divide the negative space around your design into a more manageable section. Well, what that means is if you are going to cut a design like this, even if you're just going to cut letters, if the design has all these little curlicues in it and you know that this is going to be a fine cut, you want to remove as much of the bulk as possible, as easily as possible. So if I didn't have weeding lines on here and I started at the corner and started peeling, I would basically destroy the outside of this design. So what I want to do is add some weeding lines. Now you can go in here and you can manually add lines. You can click on the line tool and you can manually add some weeding lines. And that would take forever and a day. So what I want to do is I want to put some weeding lines in here that are pretty consistent and pretty easy to do. So I am going to turn on my grid because I'm going to need it here. And I am going to come over to my line tool, which I just had out. And I am going to draw a line on this first 1-inch line. And I'm going to draw it to be 12 inches. And you see it's not straight. So let's go ahead and do that again. Draw it to be 12 inches. Well, it's a little over. Watch this number over here on the side. When it clicks off or pops off, that means that your line is straight. Okay, if it comes on, that's the degrees that it is off. It's not straight. So you want it straight. It's no biggie if it's not straight. So we need to make the line as straight as possible. And then we're going to go ahead and click on the line, click on the transform, click on the size, and we're going to make it 12 inches. Now we don't need to lock the lock because the height is 0.010, and that's as small as that line can get. So we're going to just click 12 and hit enter, and it makes the line 12 inches. Now don't worry about centering it yet. We'll do that in a minute. I'm going to click on this, make it red for you so you can see it. And I need to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more lines. So I am going to click on the line, click on my replicate tool, and come over here to duplicate and click it 10 more times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you see it stacks them up here. Doesn't matter. Take one, just click on it and it'll grab one, and pull it down here to this last line. Come to the outside and just highlight those 2 lines. Back over here to our transform. And here is where we are going to align the centers. And we're going to separate all these lines. Now watch what happens. Boop. There we go. So I didn't have to put them on each individual line. But you see they're not centered yet. So highlight them all, right mouse click and say make a compound path. And you're going to center what you just made on the grid. Let me turn off the grid here so you can see a little bit better. And this is what you have. You want to make sure that your design is on top of those lines. So let me get in here and you can see right now, you see that those lines are on top of the design. I want to click on the design. I want to say send to the back, or excuse me, bring to the front, because I want the design on the front. Watch the red line. Boop, there we go. So the design is now in front of those red lines. I am going to highlight everything one more time, come to my transform window, and I'm going to center it to the page, and I am going to center it here. I need to make sure that everything is centered. Now, I am going to highlight it again with a fresh highlight, come over here to my modify panel, and I am going to say subtract all. Okay, it happens pretty quickly. And now I'm going to remove, click off, and click on the design and move it off to the side. And you see what happened? Every place that the lines overlapped, it subtracted. But if we leave all those lines in there, the machine will literally cut in between these little pieces, and you're going to have to pick all those out of there. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to ungroup, and you see all those little lines in there? That would be a nightmare to weed. So I am going to just very simply on the first pass, highlight them all and hit delete. Now I'm going to come in here and draw a bigger box and highlight and delete. And then come in here and delete the rest of them. We want to leave just this one outside line of weed lines. And if you can grab a bunch at the same time, great. Just makes work a little bit easier, simpler, faster. And there we go. Now, highlight them all again. Watch and make sure you don't have an extra weed box in there. Right mouse click and say group. Click on your design. Come back over here to your transform window and click center. And it puts everything right back where it was. Now, I'm going to go ahead and send this over to Bessie and let her cut it out, and I'll show you as she does this, and I'll be back with you in a few minutes. All right, there we have it. One very beautiful, detailed mandala. And I will put the links to my website, to the video that I created originally, and to the direct listing, so you can pick up the mandalas yourself. There's 18 of them there, and if you are a Silhouette Studio user, there is an extra bonus in there for you. I can't tell you what it is, but there is an extra bonus in there for you. So everybody, thank you so much for making it to the end. If you would please do me a great huge favor and take a half a second of your time, like and subscribe. Please share this with your friends. I really appreciate every single one of you who has joined the channel lately. It helps me make more content for you. If you have any content that you would like to see me create for you, just tell me down below. I will get the message, and I'll see what I can do for you. As always, thanks for watching. Bye for now.